I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Jason Terry.
Hello, listeners and viewers. This is the Faison View Podcast, episode 192. 192, man. The social dilemma, man. The real social dilemma, man. We're going to get right into it. But first, you already know, man. Color Power, man. Make sure you go shop the best handcrafted jewelry out there, man. Handcrafted waist beads, anklets, necklaces. I got what you need, and I'm restocking. New collection coming out, fall collection, man. So make sure you go cop that, man. Make sure you get yours truly. Website will be down below, man. Like always, just make sure you like and subscribe. You already know, like and subscribe. We building an empire here, man. We building an empire. And for food for thought, I got something big coming up, and I want everybody to tune in. But I will be letting everybody know the announcement at the end of the podcast. So let's get right into it, man. Get right into it. So the topics we have here today. First and foremost, I want to talk about the social dilemma, the Netflix original. I want to talk about, definitely want to get into it because I'm always on here talking about social media and the pros and cons of it. And this Netflix original is definitely an eye-opener. Definitely an eye-opener. Not something that we wasn't privy to, but it's an eye-opener. So secondly, which is better? Let's talk about it. Which is better? Vacation with your friends or vacation with your partner? So we're going to get into that. I feel like that's a very good question. Third, we're going to talk about Trump and his COVID, man. Is it true or false? We're going to get right into that, man. It's just antics. You know the election's coming up, so we're going to talk about that. Fourth, I definitely want to talk about this update, Jeff Bezos, to open preschools for low-income families come October 19th. I feel like that's a huge and big deal, especially because I was talking about billionaires a couple episodes ago and talking about their impact on the society, and you know, they're not, from what meets the eye, they're not really contributing to our society with so much money that they do have. So we want to talk about that. And lastly, would you rather go to a club or would you rather go to a house party? A classic question. Classic. So first and foremost, if you did not catch up on the social dilemma on Netflix, I urge you to do so right now. But I'm going to be giving you guys a quick summary, man. Just a quick summary, just so you know what's playing in the back. That Bryson, that new Tiller drop, the new 21 drop. Make sure you go get that, man. Both was riding. Good weekend for music. Everything has been just going smoothly. So I'm going to start with the social dilemma. So let me turn this down a little bit. The social dilemma consists of the creators, like very special creators of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and really they're impacting that social media space within that certain social media content, such as being Instagram. You had different designers, different people behind the Instagram scene, VPs, engineering, all this type of things. And it's 7 of them. And what they were talking about on this Netflix original was just the social dilemma, what's going on in the social media world, how social media has changed everyone's life for good and for bad. And I feel like it was just an eye-opener because we talk about it so much, but now it's a face behind it. We know people that are actually, you know, having us engage every day. Why are we so addicted to the phones in our hands every day? You're getting the answers on this Netflix original. It's the Netflix original that my cousin Nicole was just begging me to watch, because it's a very good watch, and it's very insightful. And I feel like it goes back to what J. Cole was saying back in 2017 when KOD came out. It's one of my favorite interviews for this main reason. And this really when I started to shift my mindset and started paying attention to social media and its effects on us and our personal lives and our effects on our mental and how we think. And what J. Cole was referring to, he was saying, because Angie Martinez was in an interview asking him questions, it's just like, you know, you don't engage, you're not on social media, you know, Cole, we only talk, you know, we only talk to you when it's an album coming out. And he was just basically just talking about he never really liked social media and what it did to him. And what he was referring to, how it pulls his strings, meaning like it's controlling you. You have no control, and you want to control it. You don't want anything to control you, because once you become in control by anything, it becomes a problem. It's like an addiction. You can't control the addicting thing to get on this app, to click on this, to do this. It's like every second or every 5 minutes, it's like it's natural for you to check it. Even though you just close your phone, you can just check it again. So it has you brainwashed to, keep it's rinse and repeat. It's repetitive, and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And what he was referring to, he was just saying that I don't like my strings pulled, and that goes for life in general. Because what social media is, and in a way, it is an addiction. It is an addiction for a lot of people, and it could be honestly, for me, it was an addiction until I really start to understand and know how to use the platform and how to use it to my advantage of just being on it for business purposes, and not just it could be personal, but staying away from the personal things on Instagram and getting sucked into the perception of social media in general, not just Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all of it. So, I really felt like what J. Cole was saying was so important, because that at that time the KOD album was just about addiction and once being an addict, and just and it's kind of crazy because with this Netflix original, it showed me the social dilemma. Is just the fact that we all know social media is a form of addiction, but to the magnitude of it, it's up there. It's up there because suicide has gone up in millions of rates because of social media, bullying, and how people react, mental health and mental wellness. It's a lot of problems that lies in between social media and with us being so consumed in phones. That's why you hear a lot of OGs and people that are older than us just a lot of times just wish that, sometimes it's positive for them too, because back then they didn't have the access to do certain things, but also it was a good thing too, because you had communication. You like once you lack communication, it becomes a problem all over, no matter if it's a relationship, friendship, whatever's going on. And I feel like we have lost a real sense of communication with one another. We feel like just linking or interacting through the internet and through a phone is susceptible, and we don't really know how to interact within conversation with each other. And I feel like that's where we'll become such a crazy and slippery slope in today's world, where a lot of young people that you can't talk to them, give them advice or tell them anything, because they're so consumed with the phone, and everything that they need and have is in the phone, so they don't need any guidance or anybody to talk to them. And that's actually very wrong. And I feel like what social media has done in the social dilemma, a Netflix original, and what it made me realize a lot more is the fact that even though we talk about it, just the fact that we are so in the space of entitlement, being entitled, feeling like entitled, like things should just be given to us, or things should just instantly happen just because I'm in this place or just in this place. And social media has done that because it gives you this certain perception of somebody just taking a picture, and that could not even be how they're living, but it gives you that perception of that's how they live, and they did that this way. I can do that this way. I can do it fast just like this. I can get it instantaneously. But everything in life, it takes hard work. It really takes dedication and ambition to get whatever you want in life. It doesn't matter what it is, or no matter what it's regarding. Anything in life is not going to be easy to obtain at all. And I feel like it's very important that everybody watches this Netflix original, because you will back away from your phone and look at your phone in some type of way. I don't want to give all of the telltale things away, but just the basis of the conversation, the basis of the show is just like they were asked this question, all of them. So what is the problem with social media? What's the con of it? And nobody could really give a solid answer, because they know it's millions of problems and millions of cons to it. Even though there's a pro to it, doesn't mean it's good. Anything, you can have, a lot of things have a positive and negative thing to it, but just because it's positive doesn't mean it's still not negative. Doesn't mean it's still not a con, because it's so many pros to social media. You interacting, you're talking, you're networking, you're marketing. That's totally fine. Business wise, you're getting your business together. You're making money. you're creating revenue, you're creating generational wealth. You can do a lot of things through the internet and social media. But it's really about how you making and what mindset you're coming in when you're on these sites. Because you got all these type of miserable people that are in celebrities' comments saying sick things and stuff like that. And guess what? Even though the celebrity is a celebrity, it doesn't mean they're not hurt by that. Because if you ask me, I feel like it's in regards to social media, I feel like it's even harder. Hear me out. Even harder for a celebrity to go through the comments and go through everything dealing with social media in a negative light, because even though they do have fans, they have a lot of positive people. And I know you need to, just cut off the phone, but sometimes it's easier said than done. And when you see that negative comment, it's that urge to comment back, because it's like, you don't know me, you don't da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, it's like just the engagement, just the fact that somebody, we're all people, we're all human beings. But I'm just somebody over here that's just so miserable about their life can comment on somebody else's life over here and just ruin their whole day. And I feel like that's why a lot of people commit suicide in general. It's just because we have let the internet and social media control us. We have let it pull our strings. So whatever happens within this world, we're letting pull our strings to control our feelings and our emotions. Like even relationships, friendships, whatever it may be. Like somebody can find out you not texting or calling them back through social media, and there'll be an uproar. It's so many negative things that have happened through social media, and that these people that have made this Netflix original really like to take accountability for, if you want to be honest. They making the millions and billions of dollars on us in our interactions on social media. They're well off and they're very good, while other people are committing suicide because of this certain app and because of this certain magnitude of social media right now in the day era that we're in. Like, so it's very much a good watch. It's very much a good watch. I feel like everybody needs to tune into this, especially if you feel like you're on your phone too much, if you feel like you access social media too much. And I'm not saying I'm saying outside of business, more so personal, because I feel like we need to pull away and we need to tap into reality. We have to tap into reality. Like, cause even more than half is a facade. It's a facade. People do things on social media to get likes, and to get comments. So they want to be seen. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants things to be perceived a certain way. So even the people that's posting, that's looking sexy and da-da-da-da, they could be hurting too. They could be going through stuff too. And they want to feel love through this app and these comments to make them feel gratified. But when you don't need to be gratified by anybody but yourself, you look at yourself in the mirror and love oneself. But it's hard to do that when you're looking at millions of other people doing supposedly and looking like they're doing better than you in life when they're actually not. So it's tough, and it's a push and a pull. You don't want your strings pulled on, so you have to push yourself away from the situation. And I feel like it's hard. It's easier said than done. That's what J. Cole was referring to. That's why I really loved that interview. But he was just saying it's easier said than done. But sometimes it's needed, man. Sometimes you need a breath of fresh air and really to reevaluate things, really to look at yourself in the mirror. So I urge everybody to watch, go really tune into Social Dilemma. My cousin really got me in tune with this, and I really loved it. And it really made me open my eyes even more to what's really going on in the world of social media and the internet. So definitely go check that out. Secondly, which is better, vacation with your friends or vacation with your partner? I'm gonna tell you both. Vacation with your friends is always a good time. Just solely off the fact that just the energy. I mean, it depends who you're going with, but I'm just talking about my friends. Just the energy, right? Like honestly, it's really nothing like it, because like my friends are like my family. So it's like going with my family and us, just exploring the world and just living together. It's just like as you get older, you want to have these certain experiences in life and going different places and experiences in life. And it's very dope to experience it with your friends, because I'm gonna be real with you, I don't feel like nobody really knows you more than your friends. I know family, your parents, but you gotta understand what people don't really understand, that your friends and the company that you keep, your brothers, your sisters, the company that you keep, those are the people that really know the most about you, because they're with you in mostly all settings. And they know you, the club setting, they know that you have different friends for different occasions, but I'm just talking about my friends and I'm close knit with, and we go through everything together. So it's like, it's just enjoyable to have your friends around you, and you just experiencing life and going different places. That's very cool. With your partner. And I couldn't, like, I've been on vacation with a partner, but it's not like we've gone to like together to just like, oh yeah, we going on vacay. So I would say it's better with your friends, just because I've experienced that before. But if I had a choice, I would say with a partner, solely on the fact that it's one-on-one time and it's alone time, and you can do a lot. You can do a lot of things, and it's just the intimacy, that moment. It's tough to just go vacation with somebody that you really like, confining, and y'all just enjoying and having a good time. I feel like those vibes are unmatched. You can't really match those vibes, but both I feel like are great vibes. But I give the edge to my friends, because I really haven't truly gone on a vacation. Like, I'm talking about, like, we in the same place, we flying together, we're actually going on vacation, we gotta play, like, stuff like that. So I definitely would get an edge to the friends, but I definitely want to experience soon, having a vacation and going on, a vacation with my shorty and just vibing and chilling out. I feel like that's dope. I like those type of things. So, man, of course, it is election time, guys. Make sure you definitely go vote. It is a serious matter, and just make sure that you are voting. If it's not for the presidency, I want you to vote anyway. Everybody should urge to vote regardless. But if you feel like however you feel about the presidency, candidates, whatever, I'm not urging you not to vote. But if you are going to vote in general, make sure you vote these elected officials. Make sure you vote these senators, these lawyers, these judges that actually make a lot of these rules and regulations and putting our people in jail, man, wrongfully in jail at that. Because just like we were talking about the social dilemma, if you talk about the social dilemma, you have these 7 million billionaires, right, that have created a system and an app of social media that has been good and bad to a lot of people. Has caused a lot of people to commit suicide, has caused a lot of fights, has caused a lot of altercations. And they are still out here living in this world. But you got somebody that sells a gram of weed or something like that, and they're behind bars for 5 to 10 to 15 years while these Caucasian people out here of higher ups, I'm not saying all, of higher ups, are sitting here making profit off of the same things that they said were wrong. And the same things that they have us going to jail for. So make sure you vote, because voting really matters in your area, your location, your local voting, your mayors, your governors. It matters. So just make sure that you're voting and actually doing your research on politics. Just like I talked about last episode, we got to do our research on politics. We have to. That's our job. To know what's going on. You want to know where your taxes is going. You want to know what's going on over here. You want to know what's going on over here. You need to do your research, and I need to do mine as well. I'm not being biased, because I need to step up to the plate too. I feel like we all need to step up to the plate and really come together. And just like I was just talking about election time, of course, now Trump supposedly has COVID. True or false? I definitely feel like it's false. And honestly, today as we speak, they said he was cleared of COVID. It was fake to begin with. It is election time, and he's always up to something. This is not surprising, and it shouldn't be surprising to anybody, because these are the type of antics he does. He wanted to show that, oh well, I had COVID. I beat the odds of COVID. Let me take off my mask and get a photo op. It's all for entertainment. It's all for looks. It's all for viewership. It's all for you to really engage. He wanted to be seen Joe Biden, it took away from Joe Biden's campaign for about 4 to 5 days or however long it was. So it's a tit for tat, and it's just games being played, and it's goofy, and it's very goofy because the fact that he is supposedly the president is just the reason why we have to vote. Just simple, straight out, straight, clear cut. He thinks the COVID thing and the pandemic is a game. He just didn't clear the second stimulus package until after election because he wants you guys' vote. So he's basically saying to all of us, no vote, no bread. Hey, so be it. So be it. We need somebody that's actually going to be in office to be for everyone and to actually bring the world and to bring the society together. We don't need somebody that's in power that is a part of that champions and that's on the side of white supremacy. We don't need any of that. We don't need any of that right now. We need somebody that's truly going to be for us and have everything on the agenda to actually receive and earn the vote, because you have to earn everybody's vote. You have to earn the vote, not just give anybody the vote. Let's make these people earn the vote. And Trump is not the one. So that's why we're going to constantly keep on telling you guys to vote. Everybody should. And if you don't know lesser evils, I don't feel like that should be even a saying anymore. Do your research on both parties and you make the best decision for you. And that's what it really comes to. Because all the antics, all this BS, man, it'll be over soon. Come November 3rd, we will have a new president. We will have things changing. And make sure that you are part of this, because this 2020 has been hectic. There's been tons of things going on. But guess what? From here on out, a lot of things are going to change. The world and society is going to change. And it's based on this election. So get out and do what you have to do. And be smart, man. Really just be smart. Don't just give out a vote. Do your research on what you want, what you feel like your people deserve. Make them earn your vote. And make yourself feel comfortable about your vote. So on to the next. And just like we're talking about, it's a good segment, because I was talking about billionaires about a couple episodes ago, and I was just talking about billionaires and how they, and how they obtain their wealth, and rightfully so. To each his own. They did what they were supposed to do. They successfully took a plan, took an idea, and made it into something magnificent. Microsoft, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. Cool, kudos. But also, it was just a question that was raised, like, billionaires, trillionaires, y'all got all this money, all this power. It's not for us to sit here and say, but in the essence, in the times that we're in, it is. What's going on. So I'm just glad to just say Jeff Bezos to open preschools for low-income families on October 19th. I feel like that's very huge, and I feel like that's big. No matter what people say about about the motive behind it, that's an amazing thing, and that's a start. And I ain't saying it just for him. I'm saying for all. And and when I get to these positions and when I get to the higher ups, that's what I'm definitely going to make sure I want to do. That's definitely one of my goals and dreams and aspirations, is to build a community center or build something of importance for our youth and build something important for our family and our foundations in the community in general. And I feel like this is it's really important, especially preschools and childcare. That's so very important. And a lot of these families right now are struggling to get their children in school because of the COVID pandemic, being scary. And also, I'm working now. Now I have to figure things out, and especially in low income homes, who will watch them, So this is just a step in the right direction. This is a beautiful thing, because like we said, it's a lot of people out here that need assistance, and it's when you look at yourself in the mirror, you just gotta understand and know that, like always, somebody's out here doing worse than you. So let's put that stuff into perspective and let's do what we can to help. And I definitely commend Jeff Bezos, for definitely doing something as big as that, because it's going to affect a lot of families. But also, I just want to, follow through with everything's going on. October 19th, I'll definitely be tuning in and definitely going to be talking about it and see what we get from it. Because I do feel like that's a amazing thing. That's a huge thing. So, hey, we was just talking about it. So I feel like I've spoken into existence of what can be and what these people that are very wealthy can do. Because you got middle class and lower income families that are paying more in taxes than these billionaires. It's not right. It's not cool, and it's not right. So we want to see where our money is going to in general, and these people of wealth that are billion and almost trillionaires. How are they impacting society? So I feel like this is definitely an amazing step in the right direction. So lastly, the ultimate question. This is the ultimate question. Would you rather go to the club or would you rather go to a house party? Me, I've always been teeter in between, but where I'm from, like the DMV area, like clubs and stuff is cool, lounges is cool, but and it just the experiences I've had in clubs all over America and just in general in my life. I'm a fan of clubs, but I will always choose a house party. Like the vibe is just different. It's just a different type of feeling. And especially being where I'm from, like people don't really understand. And it's crazy to get somebody to understand culturally what this music is because they're not from this area. But I'm telling everybody right now, a go-go party is nothing like it. It's nothing like a go-go party. It's never been nothing like a go-go party. And for you guys don't understand that, just think about an ultimate party with just ultimate fun. Everybody dancing, everybody having energy. It's just going up. You hear the snares, you hear the band, you hear it's like you hear every instrument. Man, go-go is just classic and it's different. And we have been growing up, that was always intertwined because that's the music we listen to, other than rap, R&B, and everything else. Go-go was our main really source of music. Like that was our music, Like you don't even want to take it back. We got T.O.B., TCB, Reaction, ABM, XIB. The list goes on. It's new impressions, Rare Essence. That's the real. We go back to Chuck Brown, but just in general, like. So me and in my experiences with house parties, I would always say house parties over because those experiences it's just different, and you're not in a club atmosphere where everything is so watched and so like close knit. Y'all, things happen at house parties too. Don't get me wrong, a lot of things can happen at house parties, but just God bless that it didn't ever go crazy left. It's been crazy nights, don't get me wrong, it's been crazy nights, but also that's what makes a house party so special too. It's just like the environment, and it's kind of like it's free fall, so it's really just a vibe. But I tell y'all now, I'm choosing house party over club any day, because clubs, I feel like over time as I'm getting older and it's like I'm more type of a lounge type of guy, I'm not a bar type of dude, so I would say definitely like a lounge and, type of chill environment going out. But I feel like you don't get that vibe back. Like them type of parties, like the real twerking, the real clappers, that's when it really started, and y'all don't really understand that. Y'all not from here. Go. It was before its time. It's been before its time. You just gotta be here to understand it. So I'm definitely, in my opinion, I would choose house party for sure. So, but man, guess what, man? Every single Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe button, man. Make sure you get yours truly. Handcrafted bracelets and your jewelry, anklets, waist beads. I'm here every Thursday at 5 p.m. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. One.